Um, anyway, so yeah, I'm about like, go ahead and handle some business, but you know what I'm saying? I like had to get this like, video when you already know what it is for real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, gonna go ahead and like, you know, just like I'm going to pay my phone bill. I'm just gonna blurt it out. I'm going to pay my phone bill. Yeah, because no. I ain't gonna be secretive about that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it ain't nothing to be secretive about, you feel me? For real though. I mean, like, I'm telling you, for real though. That's the business I'm gonna take care of, or whatever, why not? Like, right after this video, whatever, why not, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Yesterday I saw, like, this doing, like, doing a video, whatever, why not? And it's like, ate some poo and threw it up on Jordan. Just like no. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then like, you know what I mean? Dude wasn't even paying attention. Like, when it was like, like moving vehicle, you know what I'm saying? And his root beer fell on the floor. It splashed up on him, though. You know what I'm saying? It splashed right up on him. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was like, oh my goodness. He couldn't have just hold it up in his hand when it was like, they're just like freaking out. But he was like too busy freaking out on Jazz because she threw up on him. Spit the food. I don't know. That was crazy. That was crazy ever. You know what I'm saying, brother? But anyway, so now I'm watching like, dashie, like, organ or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, he's on a, like, first one called Last Stop or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, I'm about, like, get done chicken this all the way up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get back, you know what I mean? Because after this video, I'm gonna go ahead and say just like, I'm gonna do just like I said, like, take your business. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, like, there's not no game, you know what I mean? For real. You gotta go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? It's either that or my phone get, disconnected. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my phone disconnected. I don't want it to get cut off, you know what I mean? For real though. I mean, like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But, yeah, gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every month, you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. For real though. Because, like, this here, yeah, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna, like, pay, pay my 20%. You know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so now, yeah, make sure that I do that. You know what I'm saying? Take care of my business. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so I'm like, go play Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get through all three of these dudes. You know what I mean? And there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. You know what I'm saying? They blocked the doorway so I can run out the door. I'm like, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do? So I gotta come up with a strategy. So what's that? You know what I mean? For real though. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? For real though. And like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like, oh my goodness. They got like blicks that throw out like fire and stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? Real. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get through all three of them before I go into that like other castle or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say pagoda? You know what I mean? For real though. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, man, I'm gonna figure out a way how to get through all three of these goons. You know what I'm saying? For real though. nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna like, give up on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh, you know what? That's shit. That's it. I quit. Like, no, I'm not gonna quit. Oh no. Shoot, I mean, I played it so I could get that far, so I'm gonna get even farther. You feel me? Well, though. Anyway, so now I'm just up there, just like, just wondering or whatever, you know what I mean? Well, though, just up there, just like, doing my own thing or whatever. That's it. Well, though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna like, go ahead. See what's up, or see what I got, like, doing all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always, like, succeed at something, you mean? I mean, like, I already succeeded at, like, becoming, like, second degree, you know what I'm saying? I succeeded with that. I succeeded with all my bills, or whatever, with all my bills, you know what I mean? For real, though. I mean, like, shoot, yeah. And I'm gonna keep on succeeding, you know what I'm saying? For real, ain't nothing to stop me. Not at all. For real though. I mean, I'm telling you, especially like, crazy stuff happening or whatever, whatnot. That's it. I'm not trying to mess that up. Well, actually, I'm not even interested in that stuff. You feel me? For real though. I mean, like, I'm not gonna mess, like, stuff up for myself. You feel me? For real though. I'm gonna do what I have to do to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep things as it is, you feel me? You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm not gonna, like, change up and all that stuff, you feel me? For real though. Anyway, so, I'm just like, you know what I mean? I was just watching, like, you know what I'm saying? This, like, show or whatever it's called, Tigers. You know what I'm saying? And it made me laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot, I'm telling you, because, like, it be, like, something they say or whatever, you know what I mean? A little thing or whatever, be making me crack up or whatever. But, I'm not saying, I'm not gonna tell you what, like, the person say, because, like, you know what I'm saying, it be, like, profanity and all that, you know what I'm saying? Inappropriate language and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I have to be careful about what I say, you know what I'm saying? Because of the, like, guidelines on here, whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? For real though. So, yeah. I'ma just keep it, like, positive as ever. You know what I mean? For real though. You know what I'm saying? Even if I, like, feel some type of way or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? For real though. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy ever. Because, like, yeah, I don't got time for my videos to get restricted. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, yeah, I'ma just, like, keep it on a positive note. You feel me? I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, I'ma, like, go ahead and, like, continue to watch this, like, series or whatever. It have, like, 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? For real though. You know what I mean? For real. So, yeah, I'm gonna, like, check that out. But I think when I get back, I'm gonna, like, end up checking out Poker Face. Because, like, the last episode should be on, like, Peacock. For real though. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna end up checking that out, like, when I get back. Or that's if, like, everybody's woke around, you know what I'm saying? They sleep right now, you mean? For real though. But, yeah, I might, like, end up checking that out or whatever, whatnot, sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But, first, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, just, like, do what I do on a regular, you mean? For real though. Anyway, so, yeah. You best believe that, for real though. But anyway, so I'ma just, like, keep on watching, like, skits, like, saying horror gameplays and stuff like that. And I might end up finishing, like, the dashie play, like, no, that like Mortal Kombat game or whatever with Subzero. You read me? Because I didn't finish it yet. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell on notification so you can see my next upload and my next post. And I make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like. So long, farewell, goodbye.